this is Anna, back again here at Rabbit Hill Snow Resort. You find us in southwest Edmonton on the banks of the beautiful North Saskatchewan River. And we're back for our Campfire Series. And so we've got a really great guest today, and one that I'm sure a lot of you are going to recognise. John Nesbit is with us from the Snow Sports School. Hi, John.
Hi, Anna. Exciting.
Very exciting and lovely to see you back.
Thank you, thank you.
And I know you've been extremely busy lately. We have not lost you from the Snow Sports School, but you do have a life outside of Rabbit Hill.
At this moment, yes, I do, but I am not far. That's for sure.
That's great.
Yeah.
So when we were putting this series together, we're really trying to get behind the scenes and understand some of the different departments and what's made this resort the resort it is today. Snow Sports School, huge part of what we do. And so please tell us, what is your role in Snow Sports School and how long have you been here?
Well, my experience with Rabbit Hill started in 2008. And then I started as a ski patroller, actually, here.
Okay.
And so I got an idea of that, working with the public and seeing their excitement. And then in 2017, I learned how to ski, basically, in 2017, I would say. And I learned how to teach skiing, and it was always something that I wanted to do. I remember telling my wife when I was 40, I think what I'd like to do is teach kids how to ski. And she said, that's a great idea, but you don't ski. So I had to learn at 40.
Wow.
To learn how to ski. And so it's been a great journey, and Rabbit Hill was here at the very beginning. I rented my first skis here and my boots and haven't looked back.
That is brilliant, and also inspiration to a lot of us who maybe haven't put skis on until we're a little bit later. I know I'm 29, didn't have a pair of skis until then. So
Yeah, absolutely. And I hear that all the time, when we're engaging with people that are taking up snow sports in Alberta. And Alberta's a harsh place, and if you don't do something in the winter, it's a pretty long winter. And so getting outside and doing some skiing certainly filled that gap for me. And I hear people all the time that think they're too old. And I just remind them, they're not too old.
No, but they also start very young here as well. So
they do.
We'll do the whole gamut.
Yeah.
Now, before we get into Snow Sports School, we do like to ask a few icebreaker questions. And obviously, as a later skier, any epic wipeout stories to tell us about?
Oh boy. Well, I would caveat with this. They tell you if you're not falling, you're not skiing hard enough. True. Yeah, I don't think it's true, but that's what the guys tell me. There's been a couple, but I would say this: it's never, thank goodness, been in with a guest, so that's always good. But inevitably, as ski instructors, we ski with each other, and somebody always has a bright idea to let's ski with one ski, or let's ski backwards on this run, or let's ski in tandem, or let's all stand on one ski and ski. And so, there have been some really good wipeouts that generally involved other ski instructors.
Oh goodness! Well, I guess if you're going to knock anyone off, that's probably the best way to go.
Probably, yes.
For least damage, anyway.
Yeah.
And then, what is the first thing that goes through your head when you get to the top of the lift on a beautiful, clear morning?
It's probably joy. That's the thing that gets me the most, and maybe hope. The idea that, I hope I don't fall.
Yeah.
I hope I was able to find a parking spot on the way here.
Oh, even better.
But it really is, there's nothing better than being outside in the fresh air when it's difficult. And, the Rabbit Hill experience, the guests on the ski hill provide that little motivation for you to get up on those cold days and take a look. And if you've ever been at the top of the hill that's behind us here, it's a fantastic view. Whenever I have young people and we're going up on the mountain rope tow, I ask them, have you ever seen the city? And from the top of that, you can see the skyscrapers in the downtown Edmonton, and it's just beautiful. I love it.
Great point, and thank you for pointing that out, because I must admit I was shocked when I first saw it.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, you can see a long way from up there.
It's beautiful.
Very much so. All right, so Snow Sports School. We have got a large school here. Round about how many members?
More than 80 this year. Yeah, it's quite big.
And what's that age range look like?
This is the best part for me. I'm on the older age. I would say that we mid-60s. I'm not mid-60s, but mid-60s down to about 15.
Wow.
Yeah, 15, somewhere in that ballpark.
Yeah.
Mid-teens for sure.
And all the way in between.
And all the way in between.
Perfect.
And that's the thing that is the most unique for me. As you said earlier, we have other jobs sometimes, and I don't get a chance to work with that age group, that diversity, and it is a group that I have come to absolutely love. Yeah. Certainly the culture that has sprouted from the various age groups at Rabbit Hill and through the leadership of people at Rabbit Hill is something that's really special to me, and I am just privileged each day to see young people so dedicated to coming out here. It's not easy sometimes, you come out on the road, you've got to come out in the weather, and these young people Sometimes the world's too fast to write them off, to say, oh, they're lazy or they're this, and I don't see it. I see people that are dedicated to coming out here every day to share their experience and their joy, if you will, with the public. It's lovely.
Very much so.
Yeah.
So with this being a big snow sports school and a lot of history here, I sense a lot of pride as well to put on the jacket and to be part of the team. And I think some of that stems from us having some quite significant skiers that have worked here. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe we've had some in the Canada Interski team in the past.
Yeah.
What exactly is that?
Yeah, the Interski, it would be a dream. That's a very far dream. I don't think I'll ever get there. But the Interski, it's a group of countries that get together every 4 years. So the last one was in 2023. That was in Finland, and in 2027 it'll be in Vail, Colorado.
Oh, wow.
And it brings together the skiing nations to share their ideas on not only the methodologies of skiing, but also the experience of skiing. How do you bring that experience to the skiing public that are having obviously a very diverse background as well? And so it's pretty big honor to be on that. And I've been fortunate to know some of them and been even more fortunate to ski with some of them. It's very humbling to ski with them. I think at times they don't touch the snow, they're so smooth. But it is really something that Canada is able to share with the world its teaching, but also demonstrate that Canada is a leader in skiing. And so what better place to come and ski in Canada, and certainly at Rabbit Hill. You're well represented in the world.
Very much.
Yeah.
Now, what would that mean for someone who's wanting to start out in snow sports school and start to instruct with that kind of glimmering vision ahead of them? What would your advice be for someone that wants to get into this? What comes to mind when I think about that is there was a very famous skier, and if you're watching this, you probably know who I'm going to say, but Warren Miller coined a phrase, and Warren Miller said, "This is the year to take up skiing, because if you don't, you'll be 1 year older when you do." And so my first advice would be, go to a ski hill and certainly go to Rabbit Hill. What's wonderful about Rabbit Hill, and it's part of the city now. It's inside the city limits. It's easy to get to, relatively speaking. It's certainly cost effective to be here, and the team does such a great job of welcoming new skiers. And so I would say, make the commitment one day to come on out and take a lesson. I would always say take a lesson, because skiing's easier when you take a lesson than it is if you try to figure it out. Very much. Yeah. And I can tell you that even starting at an older age, it's well worth going out with someone just for the confidence and the fact that there's someone on the lift to get you off at the top.
Absolutely.
That's very important, I find, especially when you're starting out. What's one of your favorite memories from working and being in this community?
Oh boy, there are many, many memories. I can be moved by so many different things that have happened, but one of the things that I witnessed was around the COVID time. Rabbit Hill, I don't know if people would realize this, but Rabbit Hill was an integral part of, I would say, survival for people in the community, because during COVID we couldn't do anything. You had to be 45 miles away from people, and what better place to come than Rabbit Hill? And so we ended up seeing a lot of new skiers, and not only new skiers older, new skiers younger, but new skiers culturally. And so we had a lot of people from different countries that were trying to experience or wanted to experience this. And I connected with many of them, and particularly many of the lady skiers that were wanting to do it. And I had several of them say to me, "John, you're not like most men." Sorry, guys. But it was really touching, because, we were encouraging them, and it was a brand new sport for them. And those are ones that I hold, I would say, pretty close to my heart.
Very much. Yeah. We'll have that keep with you, and make sure you get back to us, because we are waiting for you to come back. And once you haven't got such busy hours in your other job, we will look forward to having your updates again and hearing the dulcet tones.
Yeah,
Love
there
that.
you go.
So what we do with our wrap-ups here is we ask you some rapid-fire questions.
Okay.
So first thing that comes to mind is the right answer.
Okay.
So here we go. Ski or snowboard?
Ski.
Chairlift or T-bar?
Chairlift.
Early bird or night owl?
Early bird.
Powder or groomers?
Oh boy. Powder groomers.
Oh, you cheat.
They're both great.
Okay.
Yep.
Poutine or chicken fingers?
Poutine every day.
It. And then snow in your boots or snow down the back?
Snow down the back first. Don't put them in my boots.
You did so well. and only one cheat on that, so that's not too bad.
Yeah, there you go.
Thanks for your dedication, John. Thank you for being here and talking to us about the Snow Sports School and everything that entails. And we welcome anyone that's interested to get in touch with us. We're always doing recruitment, and we look forward to seeing you. Thanks, John.
Thank you so much, Anna.